How do Philippine LGUs plan waste management? What tools and instruments are available to local government units in planning waste management? And what do these plans look like? We will look at the plans of Quezon City as a case study for waste management planning. Philippine Solid Waste Management is covered by Republic Act 9003. The law defines ecological solid waste management as, quote, the systematic administration of activities which provide for segregation at source, segregated transportation, storage, transfer, processing, treatment, and disposal of solid waste, and all other waste management activities which do not harm the environment. The law is 20 years old as of January 2021. Section 10 of the law states that local government units shall be primarily responsible for the implementation and enforcement of waste management provisions within their respective jurisdictions. This is aligned with the Local Government Code that aims to promote the devolution of basic services to the local government unit. In short, LGUs should ensure that their local solid waste management systems at the barangay, municipal, and provincial levels are ecological. So, how are LGUs planning their solid waste management? In theory, local governments have three major plans in which solid waste management is and can be integrated. First, the 10-year Solid Waste Management Plan. Second, the Comprehensive Land Use Plan. And lastly, the Comprehensive Development Plan. To go beyond definitions, I will use the case of existing plans of Quezon City. Quezon City, one of the major cities in the Philippines, has been a recipient of many funding agencies and technical assistance in urban planning and development, including waste management. Its plans are available online, so you can study these also for yourselves. First, the 10-year Solid Waste Management Plan. One of the key responsibilities of local governments according to Republic Act 9003 is the preparation of the 10-year Solid Waste Management Plan that, quote, shall ensure the efficient management of solid wastes generated within its jurisdiction. The law mandates to include a 10-year population projection period and waste characterization in the plan, and primarily emphasizes the reuse, recycling, and composting programs towards reducing waste that arrives in final disposal areas. These plans are subject to the approval of the National Solid Waste Commission, with exceptions for LGUs in Palawan, whose plans will be approved by the Palawan Council for Sustainable Development. I was unable to find the 10-year Solid Waste Management Plan of Quezon City online, but found a 2016 technical assistance document entitled the Integrated Solid Waste Management Plan, funded by the Asian Development Bank. This plan includes chapters on waste audits and load determination, how waste minimization can be approached, recycling and composting, a collection alternative matrix that compares the design of community bins. The waste minimization approach includes, among others, the legislation on plastic bags, pay-as-you-throw charging, and household hazardous waste management. As a Quezon City resident, I have not been aware of the pay-as-you-throw charging in our city. I have also not been able to see community bins in our barangay. Plastic legislation is in effect and has been quite effective for reducing plastic bags and encouraging the use of reusable grocery bags. Local waste management can also be integrated in the Comprehensive Land Use Plan. In brief, the Comprehensive Land Use Plan allocates land territory of a local government unit for different populations and activities. The CLUP is one of the two plans mandated by the local government code, the other being the Comprehensive Development Plan. The Comprehensive Land Use Plan is a long-term plan. In the CLUP, waste management can conceptually be integrated through the settlements development and infrastructure development policy areas. In the Quezon City Comprehensive Land Use Plan that covers 2011 to 2025, waste management is cited all over the document. I was especially interested that a section was allotted for the discussion on the Payatas Special Development Area. With the closure of the dump site in Payatas, housing and educational improvements are part of the plan. This section shows the importance of a holistic view toward solid waste management development. With Payatas critical component of waste management in the city and in Metro Manila, this is a good discovery. Lastly, the Comprehensive Development Plan of Quezon City also highlights solid waste management. The Comprehensive Development Plan of a local government ideally outlines the priority programs, projects, and activities across 5 development sectors: physical, institutional, economic, social, and infrastructure. In brief, it shows the development priorities of the local government unit. In the Quezon City Comprehensive Development Plan that covers 2017 to 2020, one of the goals in environmental management is, quote, to create a clean environment that is conducive to healthy urban living, end quote. Of the 5 strategies outlined for this particular goal, 3 are about solid waste management. Strategy 1 is to, quote, reduce the volume of solid waste reaching the final disposal site to 50% of the amount generated. Strategy 2 is to, quote, develop ecological solid waste disposal systems. And strategy 3 is to, quote, ensure efficiency in solid waste collection. The fact that 3 of the 5 strategies for environmental management is about solid waste management is a positive. However, there are statements in the strategies that I hope the Quezon City government will reconsider. First is that they would like to establish, quote, an environmentally compliant landfill for the exclusive use of the city. The local government code encourages local governments to help each other, including sharing of facilities, especially waste management facilities. Second is the statement in Strategy 3, which states that, quote, strict monitoring of solid waste contractor compliance. I personally hope that solid waste contractors do not only comply with waste collection, but also with waste segregation and waste reduction provisions of the waste management law. Right now, we are experiencing increased frequency in the collection of our waste. Trucks collect waste 6 out of 7 days a week and should be collecting biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste alternately. However, segregated waste collection is not strictly observed both by households and by collectors. One key component of the Quezon City waste management system that appeared on all 3 plans is the waste-to-energy facility that is touted to solve the waste management problem, not only in Quezon City, but in Metro Manila. At present, the waste-to-energy facility is still being procured through a public-private partnership agreement. The PPP Center describes the Quezon City Integrated Solid Waste Management Facility as, quote, involving the design, financing, construction, operation, and maintenance of a biodegradable source separated waste treatment and residual combustible waste treatment facility. End quote. It is estimated to be able to process up to 3,000 metric tons of solid waste daily and generate 36 megawatts of energy. Environmental groups oppose the establishment of the waste-to-energy facility because it is, in their view, disguised incineration. Incineration is illegal in the Philippines because of the Clean Air Act. In summary, we see two common themes in Quezon City waste management planning through their CLUP, CDP, and 10-year solid waste management plan. First, that waste management planning must go beyond infrastructure and towards waste reduction. Second, waste management infrastructure should still be a development priority. Winston Churchill has said, "However beautiful the strategy, you should occasionally look at the results." These plans are just that, plans. Whatever experience on the ground, it is important to be an input to the next iteration of local government plans. What do you think of this episode? Send me a message at enptinio.com. Also, follow me on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Spotify.